Have you ever wondered whether the strongest version of Yuji Itadori could defeat the most terrifying Viltrumite ever born? At first glance, this matchup seems impossible. On one side, you have Modulo Yuji, a fighter who has evolved into one of the deadliest sorcerers in the Jujutsu Kaisen universe. On the other side stands Grand Regent Thragg, the strongest Viltrumite in the entire Invincible universe. One warrior possesses cursed energy, soul-targeting attacks, reverse curse technique, blood manipulation, shrine, black flash mastery, and a domain expansion. The other possesses overwhelming strength, incredible speed, insane durability, centuries of combat experience, and enough power to dominate an entire galaxy. So the question is, can Modulo Yuji actually defeat Grand Regent Thragg, or is this simply another one-sided massacre? Let's break down every category, every ability, and every possible scenario to find out. Before comparing them, let's understand who these characters really are. Yuji Itadori started as an ordinary high school student, but after consuming Sukuna's finger, his life changed forever. Throughout Jujutsu Kaisen, Yuji evolved from relying purely on physical strength into one of the most versatile fighters in the series. By the end of the story, Yuji isn't just another sorcerer. He has mastered techniques that very few people can use. His physical strength is already monstrous. He can casually shatter buildings with punches. He possesses incredible reflexes. His endurance allows him to continue fighting after injuries that would instantly kill normal humans. But that's only the beginning. Yuji also gained blood manipulation. This technique allows him to manipulate his own blood as both a weapon and a defensive tool. He can fire piercing blood attacks, enhance his own body, and continue fighting even after taking heavy damage. Then comes Shrine. After awakening Sukuna's techniques, Yuji gains access to devastating slashing attacks, capable of slicing through opponents with incredible precision. Unlike ordinary attacks, these slashes are powered by cursed energy, making them extremely dangerous against nearly every opponent. Next is Reverse Curse Technique. This is one of the rarest healing abilities in Jujutsu Kaisen. Instead of slowly recovering over time, Yuji can actively regenerate damaged muscles, broken bones, and severe injuries while still fighting. That means simply landing one powerful punch won't be enough to keep him down. Then there's Black Flash. Most sorcerers struggle to perform even a single Black Flash. Yuji has landed multiple Black Flashes during battle, showing extraordinary control over cursed energy. Each successful Black Flash dramatically increases the power of his attacks and puts him into an incredible combat rhythm. When Yuji enters that state, every punch becomes significantly more devastating than the last. And finally, his domain expansion. Domains are considered the pinnacle of Jujutsu combat. Inside a domain, attacks become extremely difficult, or even impossible, to avoid depending on the domain's conditions. This becomes Yuji's biggest possible win condition, against someone physically stronger than himself. Now let's look at his opponent. Grand Regent Thragg isn't just another Viltrumite. He is the Viltrumite. For centuries, Thragg ruled as the strongest warrior of his species. Every Viltrumite feared him, every enemy respected him, and every battle only made him stronger. Unlike most fighters who rely on special powers, Thragg dominates through pure physical superiority. His strength is almost impossible to comprehend. He can overpower elite Viltrumites who themselves are capable of destroying entire civilizations. He can rip opponents apart with his bare hands. He has punched through bodies, crushed skulls, and ended battles in seconds. His speed is equally terrifying. Viltrumites can cross enormous distances at incredible speeds. During combat, Thragg moves so quickly that many opponents cannot even react before the fight is already over. His durability borders on absurd. He survives impacts that would completely obliterate cities. He continues fighting after suffering injuries that would kill nearly anyone else. Even when covered in blood, exhausted, and heavily wounded, Thragg refuses to stop fighting. His stamina is another nightmare. Most anime battles last minutes. Thragg has fought brutal battles lasting for days. Imagine trying to defeat someone who simply refuses to get tired. Then comes experience. Yuji has fought powerful curses and elite sorcerers. Thragg has spent centuries fighting warriors across countless battles. Every movement he makes has been refined through years of life-or-death combat. He's not simply stronger. He's smarter, he's calmer, he's more efficient, and perhaps most importantly, he never hesitates. Now that both fighters have been introduced, it's time to compare them category by category. The first category is physical strength. This one isn't close. Yuji possesses incredible strength by Jujutsu Kaisen standards. His punches can send opponents flying through buildings. His enhanced body allows him to compete with monsters that ordinary humans couldn't even perceive. But Thragg exists on an entirely different level. His punches carry enough force to obliterate elite Viltrumites. His grip alone can tear opponents apart. Every single attack he throws has enough power to instantly kill most anime characters who rely purely on durability. If these two entered an arm wrestling contest, Thragg would win effortlessly. If they traded normal punches, Thragg would win again. Physical strength clearly goes to Grand Regent Thragg. Now that physical strength is out of the way, let's move to the category that may decide this fight before it even begins. Speed. Yuji is incredibly fast. Throughout Jujutsu Kaisen, he's consistently blitzed powerful cursed spirits, reacted to surprise attacks, and kept up with some of the fastest sorcerers in the series. His reflexes are enhanced by cursed energy, allowing him to dodge attacks that normal humans can't even perceive. But when compared to Thragg, the gap becomes enormous. Thragg isn't just fast, he's a Viltrumite. Viltrumites can travel across planets, accelerate to unbelievable speeds in space, and engage in high-speed aerial combat, while reacting instantly to incoming attacks. Thragg stands at the very top of his species. He's faster than elite Viltrumites who are already considered monsters. In an actual fight, Yuji would constantly be trying to react. Thragg would already be moving. This creates one of Yuji's biggest problems, landing an attack, because no matter how powerful your abilities are, they don't matter if your opponent never gets hit. So the speed category clearly goes to Grand Regent Thragg. Next comes durability. Yuji's durability is phenomenal. He survived attacks from Sukuna, endured devastating blows from special-grade curses, and kept fighting through injuries that would instantly kill almost anyone else. On top of that, he has reverse curse technique. This allows him to heal during battle, making him much harder to put down. But healing isn't the same as durability. Thragg's durability is legendary. He's survived battles against multiple Viltrumites at the same time. He's continued fighting after suffering catastrophic injuries. He's endured impacts powerful enough to reduce lesser beings into nothing. Even while bleeding, exhausted, and heavily damaged, Thragg continues attacking as if nothing happened. That's the mentality of someone who has spent centuries surviving impossible battles. Durability goes to Thragg. Now let's discuss battle IQ. Yuji is an intelligent fighter. He adapts quickly. He learns during combat. He constantly looks for openings. He's defeated stronger opponents by combining strategy with timing. But Thragg has centuries of experience. He's fought countless wars. He's defeated warriors stronger than entire armies. Every decision he makes comes from hundreds of years of combat knowledge. He doesn't panic. He doesn't hesitate. He doesn't underestimate opponents for long. If Yuji reveals a technique once, Thragg immediately starts looking for a counter. Battle IQ also goes to Thragg. Now comes the category that gives Yuji a real chance: hacks. Unlike Thragg, Yuji doesn't rely purely on physical stats. His techniques completely change the fight. Let's start with blood manipulation. Yuji can control his own blood to attack from different angles, reinforce his body, and continue fighting despite severe injuries. Then comes Shrine. These cursed slashes are incredibly dangerous because they aren't ordinary blades. They're cursed techniques capable of cutting through opponents with terrifying precision. Then comes reverse curse technique. Every time Thragg lands a devastating hit, Yuji has the ability to recover if he survives the initial damage. That alone makes Yuji much harder to kill than most people expect. Now let's talk about Black Flash. This isn't just a stronger punch. Black Flash dramatically amplifies the impact of Yuji's attacks while placing him into an incredible combat rhythm. Once Yuji starts chaining Black Flashes together, his offensive power rises significantly. But the biggest factor? Domain expansion. This is Yuji's greatest weapon. Domains are designed to trap opponents inside a guaranteed hit environment. Against most enemies, this completely changes the battle. Even someone physically stronger can lose if they're caught inside a domain they can't escape. This is exactly why many fans believe Yuji has a chance. Because if Thragg gets trapped, the fight changes instantly. These abilities are the only reason this fight isn't an instant stomp. If anyone in this matchup has a unique win condition, it's Yuji. Could Yuji win under certain circumstances? Yes. If his domain expansion successfully traps Thragg and continuously lands soul-targeting attacks before Thragg escapes or overwhelms him, Yuji has a legitimate path to victory. But how often does that happen? Considering Thragg's overwhelming speed, monstrous durability, relentless aggression, and centuries of combat experience, not very often. Out of 10 battles, Grand Regent Thragg probably wins 9. Yuji steals 1 through perfect execution, flawless timing, and maximum efficiency inside his domain. That doesn't make Yuji weak. Far from it. It simply shows how absurdly powerful Thragg truly is. He's a warrior built to dominate worlds. Yuji is one of the strongest sorcerers in Jujutsu Kaisen history. But against the strongest Viltrumite ever born, Even greatness has limits. So our final verdict is, Grand Regent Thragg wins this matchup with high difficulty, taking approximately 9 out of 10 fights. Now it's your turn. Do you think Modulo Yuji's domain expansion and soul-based attacks could eventually bring Thragg down? Or do you believe Thragg is simply too powerful for anything Yuji can throw at him? Let me know your verdict in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this battle analysis, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell me which insane crossover you want to see next. Until then, I'll see you in the next battle.